What's going on, guys? We back, and today I'm here to talk about the Hampton Five. Now, this came to me just because I was watching Cold as Balls, Draymond Green and Kevin Hart, where Kevin Hart and a guest, they're in a tub of ice, and they're just having a conversation, and Draymond Green, the Hampton Five, came up, and that made me do some research about the Hampton Five because I've heard it before in broadcasts and things like that. I thought it was kind of cheesy, but with Draymond talking about it, I wanted to talk about what Draymond said and then give you guys some information as to what the Hampton Five actually is. The Hampton Five, the whole nickname came from basically these four guys were in the Hamptons with Kevin Durant, were trying to recruit Kevin Durant. Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, Andre Iguodala, and Draymond Green. So they're in the Hamptons trying to recruit Kevin Durant. Basically, the Hamptons is where rich people go, essentially, where the rich people go to just vacation. And those five guys were the Hampton Five. And they started calling them that in the playoffs when they were basically dominating when those five were on the court together. So Draymond, Kevin, Steph, Klay, and Iggy. All those guys went on the floor together. They were dominating, so they were called the Hampton Five. So the nickname apparently came from a sports writer who covered the Warriors at the time, Tim Kawakami. And he said he got it from Twitter, basically. Somebody was like, yo, their nickname should probably have something to do with the Hamptons because of what happened there. So the reason why I wanted to talk about this was because of what Draymond Green said. So in the Cold as Balls episode, Draymond Green said that when they were all in the Hamptons, Kevin Durant basically just had questions for them about everything, right? One of the things he said was that Kevin Durant asked them where he was like, okay, if I make this move, people are going to hate me. This is not going to be a popular move. And Draymond basically responded, was like, yo, if you go through this, we're in it together. You're not making this move. We all are. Because you're joining us as well. So it's going to look as bad as it looks for you. It's going to look the same for us. Not the case. Of course, not the case. Because it looks a lot worse on Kevin Durant. Because they already won a championship. But of course, they were just trying to pitch him and sell him to joining the team. But this tells me that Kevin Durant was aware of the backlash that was coming. He had an idea. He knew what he was doing was not going to be reflected properly or reflected in a way that people would understand his perspective. I mean, Draymond broke it down like Kevin Durant had a lot of questions for us. He was asking us like, okay, people aren't going to like this. Where would I fit in? You guys already won a championship. So Kevin Durant, he's aware of these things. You guys saw my previous video as far as Kevin Durant and a fan in the DMs. I mean, this goes back to just the initial decision to join these guys. Kevin Durant, he knew backlash was coming. Of course, I don't like the move. A lot of people don't like the move because it seems weak. It is weak. But they're in it together, and it seems that they were prepared to go through it together. They've won 2 rings, and the experiment, it's working. So, I mean, overall, it was a successful experiment as a franchise, but for Kevin Durant, I wonder where he goes after this. Where does it take him? Does he ever reveal how he actually feels about everything? Because he says he's at peace, but we know better. We know better. This would affect anyone. LeBron even said that he felt like a villain when he was at Miami, and the Miami move, in my opinion, was not as bad as the Kevin Durant move. So imagine how KD feels. Especially when he was loved before this move. If you guys remember the NBA, Kevin Durant, he had not won a championship at that point, right? And every year was like, LeBron needs to win, and Kevin Durant was top 3, top 5 the entire time. And no one ever talked about Kevin Durant winning a ring. Chris Paul was mentioned before him. Dwight Howard was mentioned before him. Kevin Durant never came up. He was a loved superstar. Remember You the Real MVP to his mom? People love that shit. So it was like a whole 180. LeBron had always been getting hate just because he's been compared to Michael Jordan. But this is new for KD. So, something interesting. Hope you guys learned a little bit from this video. I learned something doing some research, like the Hampton Five, whatever. They also call it the death lineup. Whatever, fuck out of here. But anyway, like the video, subscribe. I'll catch you guys later. Let me know if you like this content. Subscribe for more content like this. Whatever. Catch you guys later. Peace.